Next, we have the Mosskin Origin from Blue Clone. This is a 2-impact origin. Descendants of the species of moss evolved over thousands of years. First ability is Camouflage. Toggle with your primary ability, you turn to a moss block. Mobs won't detect you, but you can still take damage. Movement speed is greatly reduced, and you cannot break or interact with blocks or items. So, press G, you become moss. You can slightly move. You move like a little bit like a moss. But if we, let's say, grab, why am I getting phase into the block a little bit? That totally doesn't look weird at all. Not at all. Okay, I should probably just get out of there. So if let's say get ourselves a husk over here. Go to G to go to survival mode. Press G. You can't see me. I am invisible to the husk. The husk doesn't know I exist. I'm just gonna roam. Just gonna roam, do my thing. Hey yo, it's a husk over here. What are you doing? Bump, bump. Hi boy. Bye. He hit me once and then I disappeared from his existence. That's hilarious. Anyway, next you got Moss Spread. You can turn certain blocks at your feet into moss, spreading it around you. This costs hunger and will not activate at 6 hunger points, 3 shanks or less. This is your secondary ability. I should really be more aware that there's 2 husks floating about me, but if you press Y here, it doesn't affect any of these type of blocks. Oh no, there it is. I see a moss there. Probably just gotta. Yes, it does directly the block that you're standing on top of. What if we go over here? I'm assuming this will work for any block that can be infected by moss. Just by right clicking. Doesn't work when you're standing in tall grass. Wonk. I see what you mean. Because that'll actually do a lot instead of 1 block. And then we press Y. That didn't seem to consume much hunger. This is interesting. Because it also creates some long grass as well when it does that effect. Dampened, you're empowered when wet, dealing more damage to mobs. So a husk, Alt 10, dead. If we, let's say, get some water over us. You know, maybe I shouldn't be critting. So, 8, 9, 3. Without water. 6, 7, 7. So you have about an increased damage of 2. About 2 points in water with a diamond sword. If we, let's say, downgrade our sword to something a little more less potent, I should really organize my inventory so much better. Lordy lord. So without water, it's a 5, 6, 6 dead. With water, 7, 8, 5. That's a long reach, by the way. So yeah, it's about a handful of points of increased damage. It's about 2, 3, 4. It's not massive amounts, but it's enough that it will probably make the difference between whether you kill in a fewer amount of hits, especially with lower end swords. Wet equals rain too. Hint, hint. That's just mean. So this ability also seems to affect you when it's raining, meaning that if it's raining, it's the perfect time to go out on a hunt. See this creeper here? He had no idea what was coming. He died. Photosynthesis, you gain saturation from direct sunlight. That would probably be why the ability from before wasn't draining hunger, because I was in direct sunlight. So if we get out of direct sunlight, let's say we move down to here, then press that button, that still hasn't touched our saturation too much. Bonk. It's so dark in here. So yeah, for now, because we're still in the sun, our saturation doesn't seem to be really doing much for the decretion. Actually, I think a really good way to get it to quickly decrease is by bonk. Yeah, our saturation's still pretty much full. Did that? Seriously? I pick up one random egg, immediately throw it, and it spawns a chicken. Hilarious. That's just convenience. I don't know why, but it did. Might have to nerf it. It's entirely possible, because it doesn't seem to break even though it's nighttime. 1 with foliage. You can travel freely through moss and leaves. I mean, we've been watching me do that now as I'm trying to get saturation. You see these leaves here? You see this tree here? This husk is following me? That's fine. I've failed. Ignore that. We try again. And look at that. When they're up high, the husk can't touch us. Can't get us. Ha. Suck it. I am up here. You are not. We are not the same. Hey, creeper. Run away. Run away. I'm being followed at this point. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Aha! You can't touch me. Whoop. Whoop. Hi. Boy. Can't get me. Oh, just go off. You rude. Yes! 1 went off. Let's go. I'm just playing with fire right now doing this. But yeah, you can phase throughout any form of leaves, and if we move over here, I can disappear into the ground. Disappear for... Oh my god, it finally broke through the saturation layer. And oh my god, that did take a bit of saturation. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Run! Run away! Run away! Run away! Sink. When landing on moss, you sink into it, allowing you to not take 4 damage from moss. Hey zombie, bye zombie. So if we get ourselves some moss over here, and we make ourselves a landing pad, right? And I just go up. We literally just go up. We go up, and then whoop, we fall back. We take no damage. But if we do the same thing, we go over here. Whoop, damage. So you can potentially do something like that. Clutch with moss. Another thing that I think we could possibly do, I think this is a dangerous game I'm playing, but no. You can't use your secondary ability to try and block your fall, because it doesn't go off until you hit the ground. So you can clutch with a moss block, because it really is just that simple. Whoop. And you can place it before you hit the ground in most cases if you're smart enough to avoid your fall damage altogether. Flammable, you take twice as much damage from fire. I mean, what else do you expect? Your foliage, effectively. Your green foliage that burns. Like, I mean, if we just simply light moss on fire, it's gonna spread? Yep, there it is, it's starting to spread. So, logically speaking, if you're a bit of moss, and this is what fire does to normal moss, logically, fire gonna hurt. Fire gonna hurt, a lot of hurt. Wow, I died. Shame. And fragile, you have less hearts than normal. So yeah, you have 5 hearts instead of 10, which is pretty massive. I mean, yeah, logically, if you are royally doing you get no chance to think about that. If you touch lava, it's like boom, dead. Yeah, literally tapped lava, it's dead. I want to try it one last time. And whoop, 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 and bonk, donk, dead. Yeah, you touch lava, you don't survive. Unless you have a water bucket on you, you literally won't survive on that. So there are some little side notes that I've picked up on that aren't in the actual Origins description itself. So first off, you're clearly about a block tall. We go over to the side here. You're just barely less than a block tall, meaning you can crouch down and get underneath some pretty small gaps. Secondly, you got a bit of a green haze to your character now, which doesn't really do anything, but hey, it's nice to know. And then another thing, the creators put it in chat here saying you can't eat most foods. You look through here, so you don't have access to most foods. Golden apples are an exception, but we keep going through. Pretty much everything is inedible. The only things that aren't inedible are golden apples, and then because who takes away anyone's ability to eat cake? If we go over here, we can still eat cake, because this is where we have 1,000,000 cakes from earlier.